LMPD's search for a home invasion suspect in Valley Station continues tonight. Thanks so much for joining us here at 6:30. I'm Alex Dieterer. An 82-year-old woman remains in the hospital with severe injuries after someone assaulted her during a home invasion Friday night. The police are now urging the public for help. WHAS11's Connor Steffen and photojournalist Aspen Hester detail what we know and what neighbors are saying. And we do want to warn you, there are some graphic images shown in this story.
In this Valley Station subdivision, neighbors are quiet and on edge tonight. Rattled by a home invasion taking place Friday, the suspect still at large.
But we're talking about an elderly neighborhood who are totally defenseless against that kind of crime.
According to officers, an 82-year-old woman called 911 after she said a man broke into her home. The woman told police the man stole valuable items and assaulted her. She suffered severe injuries and has been hospitalized. Now, we do want to warn you, the photos we're about to show you are extremely graphic. We also want to let you know that we have been given permission by the victim's family to show you these photos.
But when somebody does that, where's the humanity? I mean, you don't do that to people. It's just gut-wrenching.
LMPD shared these images of a suspect with WHAS11 News. In them, you can see him carrying what is believed to be a hatchet and a crowbar while checking door handles to other homes and garages in the area. Police say the suspect is a man and was wearing a black jacket and black pants with a light-colored hoodie.
I certainly hope they catch him, because I don't know, to do that to a defenseless woman's pretty weak.
As a family recovers, neighbors worry, and police ask the public to pay attention tonight and help them find whoever's responsible for such a terrible attack. In Valley Station, Connor Steffen, WHAS11 on your side.
Anyone who sees a man fitting the police description is urged to contact 911 immediately. If you have any surveillance video that may help LMPD in their investigation, please call the anonymous crime tip line. That's 502-574-LMPD. Another birthday spent wondering and searching. Andrea Knabel has been missing for 4.5 years, but her father has not given up hope yet.
You are always welcome to come home and know that you will be loved.
A powerful message from Mike Knabel to his daughter Andrea today on her 42nd birthday. She was last seen on the night of August 13th, 2019, leaving her sister's home in Audubon Park. Years of questions left unanswered, but a family that still holds on to hope that Andrea will be found and brought back home.
Sometimes you feel foolish because you know what the percentages are when someone is gone this amount of time that are found. And but we have no evidence whatsoever that violence has occurred. And so we hold out hope. You retreat somewhat inside yourself, into your family, for strength.
Tonight on the WHAS11 night team, we're hearing more from Mike and the latest development in his daughter's case. If you have any information where Andrea could be, you're asked to call the family tip line at 502-806-4840 or LMPD's anonymous tip line at 502-574-7120. A Jeffersontown mother is now turning to the public to help find her son, who she says has been missing since New Year's Eve. Clara Sloan says she last saw her son, Delano Ray, at their family home. Sloan says her son was going to celebrate New Year's with a friend. When she woke up and still hadn't heard from him, she called the friend's mother and learned Delano had never met up with him.
I feel that I don't think I'm supposed to stop looking for Delano, but I also know that God is with him and he has his own relationship with God, and I'm sure he's helping and moving, so I feel hopeful.
Reached out to LMPD, who said their missing persons unit is actively working the case. They say they are aware of the attention the story is getting. However, based on the information provided to detectives, they did not issue a special alert. LMPD is investigating after a fatal crash on Lower River Road near the Greenbelt Highway. Police responded to the crash just after 2 this afternoon. When officers arrived on the scene, they found a car had crashed into an electrical pole. Police say a passenger of that car was pronounced dead on scene, while 2 others were transported to the hospital where they are expected to survive. Tomorrow, the Shepherdsville mother accused of killing her 2 sons is expected back in court. Tiffany Lucas is accused of shooting 9-year-old Jaden and 6-year-old Maurice. In early court hearings, detectives testified that Lucas called what she did a mistake, saying she was manipulated into the crime and influenced by the internet. WHAS 11 will be there when Lucas is expected back in court tomorrow morning at 10. After just passing the state legislature last year, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear is backing an expansion to the medical marijuana program. The measure that passed last year specified that eligible conditions for the program include cancer, MS, chronic pain, epilepsy, chronic nausea, and PTSD. However, this week, Governor Beshear said the program is about providing relief to Kentuckians with severe medical conditions and should be expanded.
While the legislation referenced several qualifying conditions, it left others out. These new recommendations are about ensuring that Kentuckians, and if we can put up that additional list, with terminal illness, Parkinson's disease, HIV/AIDS, sickle cell anemia, and other conditions have reliable access to medical cannabis.
The governor said if his expansion is approved, then an estimated 437,000 more Kentuckians would be eligible for the program. The governor noted that 2 advisory boards have recommended that lawmakers expand the list of conditions to include those additional illnesses. A new study in Colorado is looking at how cannabis impacts your workout. Angela Bryan is a professor at the University of Colorado at Boulder. She says the stigma surrounding marijuana is that it impacts the motivation for people. Bryan says because physical activity is so important for your health, anything that would compromise your ability to exercise would be problematic.
The typical story that we hear is that cannabis compromises motivation, right? That you're not going to want to do anything. And while that might be true at really high doses, at really high frequency of use, actually what we're finding is, like I mentioned, people who are fairly regular cannabis users both exercise more generally, but also exercise while they're under the influence of cannabis.
Bryan said that a recent survey found that people enjoyed exercising more when under the influence of cannabis. She says the survey found cannabis users were more motivated and it also decreased pain. However, she also said the drug does not improve the person's ability to perform like a steroid.